What you do with your first two hits might matter more than anything else at the craps table. Most players just collect and move on. Today I'm running a strategy at $88, but you can play it with an $8 on the bubble craps machine, or you can scale it all the way up to a $25 live table. Same approach, same logic, every level. Hi, I'm Jeremy and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. In the comments of my podcast yesterday, someone mentioned a newer channel called Shoulda Cashed Out. Looking at his channel, the first thing that caught my eye was this. I got a kick out of finding myself in one of his thumbnails. I clicked on one of his strategies and I want to share it with you today. Now he calls this one the hit and split, kind of a combination of other popular strategies, but you can watch his video for more details. Now it looks like he does a lot of stuff for the bubble craps table. Today I'm going to do this for a $10 table. Now I mentioned at the beginning, you could scale this for any table really. So essentially we're going to start on the inside numbers, but you're always going to start double the level that you want to regress down to, or the table limit. So at $10 table, let's say we have a $10 bet here, we're actually going to start with a $20 bet. If you're, at that bubble craps table, you're at $1, well, you're going to start with a $2 bet. If you're at a $25, start with $25 bet, you would start at the $50 bet. That way you have room to regress down to 25, and I'll show you how that works in a second. So today we're at a $10 table, and so I'm going to double everything up. I'm going to go $88 inside, which is $20 on the 5 and 9 and $24 on the 6 and 8. Now all of these are going to pay the same. They're all going to pay $28. So if we can get a hit, we're going to get paid $28. What we're then going to do is split our 5 and 9. You may have heard this before, right? But we're going to spread out to the 5 and 9. So you're going to let your dealer know, hey, I want to take put $10 each on the 4 and 10. This is why you double your bets up, so you have room to cut them in half and split and cover the other numbers. So we've got a win, and now we've picked up more numbers. Now if you roll any of these outside numbers, which are now at the table minimum, you're just going to keep collecting and same betting. But let's say for a second hit, you can hit the 6 or 8. Let's say the 8 hits. Again, you get paid $28. Again, we're going to split our bets. So as a dealer, hey, I'd like my 6 and 8 to be $12 each. Well, they can just hand off 24, split these bets up. Now you've got all your bets at $10 levels, so we have $64 across. We've won $56, and we've pulled money off, reducing our risk. So winning of 56, risk of 64. We've got $8 invested in this, but we've got all the box numbers covered now. Now if you hit one of these other numbers first and you collected, you would actually be in profit. Now from here, because you have either only $8 invested or you're already in profit, you can afford to be, more aggressive. I suggest some sort of pressing method. I'll leave that up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe you single unit press on every number. Maybe you collect and then press, just alternating. Maybe you're even really aggressive and power press numbers that hit, and power press means throwing in more money to include with the payoff to increase the bet. So like the 9, it would pay 14. You would throw in $1 from your wallet and take this up to a $25 bet. For today's demo, I'm going to do a combination of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll treat all the numbers individually. I will collect a number, and then if it hits again, I will, power press or press it up to a good amount. We're going to risk $88 per shooter, but we are getting out of our risk very quickly. So a bankroll, $600 to $800 should do the trick. I'm going to play with $600 today. We'll assume someone else is rolling the dice, so we don't have to have a pass line or don't pass bet. So let's get a point set and then go from there. So here we go. New shooter coming out. All right, point will be 5. Let's mark up that 5, and then we're going to give 75, 85. Well, we'll give $90 to the dealer. Dealer, we want 88 inside, so we'll get 2 and change and get set up here. So that's $20 level, 20, and then 24 on the 6 and 8, so they get paid properly. All right. Just like any strategy, the key to it is rolling the numbers you have bet. So let's see if we can roll some inside numbers here to start with. 4 easy. We don't have the 4 yet. We got to get a hit first. Okay, the 4 and the 10. Figures, right? Figures. There's the 6. That'll work. All right, 24 is going to pay 28. And then, yes, we've hit the 6 or the 8, but we're going to split first the 5 or 9. So dealer, give me $10 on the 4 and 10. You could pull it off the 5 and 9, but we are going to rack our win here of 28. Now we have less invested here on the shooter, but we really want to get that 6 and 8 now. The other numbers we're just going to collect. Again, every hit, we're going to reduce our risk some, but we've got to get that 6 and 8 to get completely out of the hand here. Well, unless we hit enough of these. So $10 is going to pay 18. Again, I'm just going to collect. I guess after a certain number of, hits on the outside, you'll be fine. But, the rare case that we never hit that 6 or 8. There's the 10. And this is why we pick them up, right? All right, again, 10 is going to pay 18. There's a 9. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to pay 15 for 1. Now I'm going to stick with this, but I mean 36 plus 14 plus the initial 28. We have our bets paid for, so we could probably just leave these and not regress them. But if we hit that 6 and 8, we'll regress. And then we're not going to start our pressing until we get to that level, until we can get one of those regressed. All right, Yo 11. But you could start off immediately. But there's that 6. Okay, so 24 is going to pay 28. Oh, not 29, 28. Dealer, go ahead and take my 6 and 8 to $12 each, so they could just split these up here. We definitely have a profit, but from here, I'm going to start my press and collect. Well, I actually mentioned I would collect first and then press, because you're not always in profit right away if we hit a number and then the 6 and 8. So enough explaining. I'm going to collect and then press. All right, there's the 9. So 10, it's going to pay 15. Let's pay 14. 15 for 1. And I'm going to treat them individually. So the 9, and sometimes I'll do it like this. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. The 9, if I can hit it, I'll press it. Hopefully you guys can see that in the camera. There's the 6. 12 is going to pay 14. Let's go ahead and pay 15 for 1. And here's my, oh, I don't have enough chips here. There we go. There's my 6. There's a 5-point hit. It's going to pay, I'm already out of red. It's going to pay 14 or 15 for 1. I actually saw recently Casino Quest is selling looks like a little 3D printed thing. It's like a little, it does this, but you just push little sliders up. So pretty cool. You could check out their website for that, or socials, or I'm not sure where I saw it. But cool little device. And same shooter coming out, looking for a new point. We'll just follow the puck. There's a 3. Dice rolled there, but it was a 3. 7 on the come out. We don't care about that. We're just following the puck, not working our bets. 6 hard. All right, we're out on 6. Our bets are working. Oh, I forgot my 5 should flip too. There's a 3. Get talking and distracted. All right, there's the 6-point hit. So 12 is going to pay 14, and puck's going to go off. So in this case, a press would be double, which would go to 24, but I'm going to bump it up a little bit. I'm going to throw in $4, and that should be enough to take it up to a $30 bet. So a nice round even number there. All right, same shooter, here we go. We're out on the 4 this time, 4 easy. And we'll switch our 6 back to collect mode. There's a 8 easy. So that's going to pay 14. It's our first time hitting it though. So we'll go ahead and pay 15 for 1. We'll go to press mode now. Go ahead and rank that. There's that 6. So 30 is going to pay 35. We'll just collect. Flip this over. We'll press it the next time. There's the 6. It's going to pay 35. And I'm not going to power press. I'll power press the first one. After that, I'm just going to press. So we'll go ahead and double. We'll go to 60. We're only pulling back 5. Next one we'll collect. Okay, there's that 6. So 60 is going to pay 70. And we're collecting. There's a 9. So 10 is going to pay 14. We're going to press, so we'll throw in $1. Go ahead and take that up to a quarter level. So we're power pressing, we're going to 25. And now there's our 9. We'll collect on the next one if we can hit it again. Man, we're starting off with a great roll. See how great the strategy is? Yeah. It just depends on the roll, because sometimes, you know, you can't get the 2 hits. You know, 11. There's a 10. This is fun. All right, that's going to pay 18. And I'm just going to, looks like I collect this time. So we'll throw in $2 and get paid 20. There we go. And then we'll flip this over to press next time. Yeah, most strategies, light side strategies, are going to look good if you have a roll like this, especially to start off with. 3. There's a 5. So 5 we're going to press, so we're going to go, I don't know why I'm counting out so much. It pays 14. And we're going to press, so let's go ahead, we'll throw this in. So we're going to press it by 14 or 15. And that'll be enough to take this to a quarter. Flip this so we know to collect next time. There's a 9. So 20 is going to pay 35, and looks like we're just collecting this time. Next time we'll press. 8 the hard way, 8 hard. All right, 12 is going to pay 14, and we're going to press, so we're going to throw in $4. That'll be enough to take that up to a $30 bet. So we're power pressing. All right, so these are up. Oh, that one's up to a $60 bet. Okay, I'm like, what in the world's going on here? All right, here we go. There's that 6. Okay, and let's see, that 8, I should actually move to collect, right? The 9, or I'm sorry, the 6, is going to pay 70. We're going to press, which is just double, so we're now at 120. Healthy 6 there, I'd say. There's the 10. I want to make sure I collect the next 6. All right, the 10 is we're going to press, so 10 will pay 18. It's the first time we've done that. And then, let's see, to make it a nice round number, we're going to throw in $2, or in this case, we'll just take these back so we can make this a nice, clean $25 bet. From there, we'll just double. And hopefully that's an automatic buy. Otherwise, ask them to make it a buy. I'll collect next time. Okay, 6. 120 is going to pay 140. So 125, 30, 40. And I am out of room here. I'm just going to start stacking up in front here. Next time we're going to press. Will we even see 2 shooters for this roll? All right, we hit a point. So that's going to pay 18. Let's do 20 for 2. We're just going to collect this first time. Puck's gonna go off. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any extra racks. Puck's off. Same shooter. Same crazy hot shooter. There's that 7. But it came when the puck's off. That's twice now. There's the 8 hard. Right on the 8. Bets are now working. There's a 9. And it looks like we're going to press. So this is going to pay 35. Let's just go to 50. Collect the next time out. 3 craps. 3 craps. 3 craps. Okay, we're seeing it all. Super long rolls, come out 7s, 3 3s in a row. There's a 5. So it's going to pay 35. And we are going to, it says collect. Press it next time. There's a 9. 50 is going to pay 70. We're going to just collect. Press it next time. $10. 25 will pay 50 for a $1 VIG. So we'll go ahead and rack that up. We'll press it next time. There's the 4. I'd like to show this, in not such an ideal situation, but, what can you do? All right, we're going to pay 18. I feel like we've already hit the 4 before. And it seems like it should have been a press. Maybe I forgot to flip it. I could be wrong. So the 18 we're going to throw in. We don't need to throw in anything. We'll just go to a quarter. Thought I threw in something there. We're going to make that on auto buy. So if it counts off a little bit, well, you see what's going on here. I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm getting distracted. All right, we pressed. I'll collect next time. I don't know. It's not the end of the world, as long as you're making money. 2. Okay, wow, okay. There's the 7, finally. Not that I'm hoping for it, and on a live table, I'm hoping I never see it, but for demo purposes, I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, it's easy to, every strategy looks great when you're rolling like that, and yeah, that is true. All right, we're gonna have a new shooter. See what happens. Surely we can't have another big roll like that. There's that 7 on the come out. 4, point will be 4. Mark that up. Let's see, 75, 85. Well, we have an exact change here. Here's 88. If I can count right. 88. So we'll go 20, 20, 24, 24. All right. Missed my kids dealing today. All right, here we go. We're out on the 4. We got money overflowing in our rack. Let's reset all of our chips here. Here we go. See what happens. There's the 8. So 24 is going to pay 28. Dealer, go ahead and split my 5 and 9 down to the 4 and 10. We're just going to rack this. I'm looking for that 6 or 8. There's the 10. 10 is going to pay 18. We're just going to same bet it. Let me give you 20 for 2. There's a 9. Again, we're just going to same bet. There's 15 for 1 until we can get that 6 or 8 regress down. Just like that. There's that 6. So again, that's going to pay 28. Dealer, go ahead and pull down that 6 and split that 8. Makes it nice and easy there. Rack this up. And now from here, I'll move. You could do whatever you want, but I'm going to move to my collect per number. Actually, this will all be back here. Collect, and then I'll power press the first one, and then after that, I'll just press. So let's see how long we can get this roll to go. There's the 8. I'm going to collect the first one, pay 15 for 1. 8. There's the 6. It's going to pay 14 or 15 for 1. There's the 6. It's going to pay 14. I'm going to throw in 4. That'll be enough. Take it to a $30 bet. And I will collect the next one. There's the 8. Same thing. Pays 14. I'm going to throw in 4. I need to make sure I did that right. So 25, yeah, 30. So I'll collect it next time out. And there's the 7. Okay. Well, I mean, 2 pretty good rolls. These are going to come down. I think I got my money back out of that shooter as well. But I'm going to have to end it there. We just had such a long roll, and we'll count it up. It's not going to go that way under most situations. So that was a fun one. I still think this is a pretty decent strategy. Anything that includes, you know, getting your money back very quickly, I'm all for it. Plan for the short roll, prepare for the long roll. That's what we did there. So let's see. So 1,215.23. Pretty good day at the office, but however you like to play, until next time, good luck on coloring up. I've uploaded a CSV file, and we're going to look at the hit and split using dicer.io. We know we had, look at that amazing, massive first roll. So we ended up, well, Dicer actually puts it at 1252, so I'm not sure quite what the difference is, but it looks like it's built correctly. I probably just counted wrong in my video, but I do want to compare it against my standards, like always, which is the 3-point Molly, Dolly, and Hedgehog, light side, dark side, conservative, and I'm assuming that the Molly is going to do really well. Off they go. Again, this is today's roll. Okay. A little surprising that the hit and split did just as well. Well, I actually finished up a little bit higher, so the Molly's at 1230. The Hedgehog lost a little bit at 570, and the Dolly, it ran out of money at some point during the first shooter. All $600. Go ahead and do some random number generated 10 shooters at a time. This time the Molly does finish up. It looks like $150 or so. Hit and split broke even with the Hedgehog, and the Dolly was down again. This time we have the dark side was the only winner there, won over $100, and the hit and split was the worst of it, lost a little over 300. Okay, light side rolls. This is how I thought the first one would go, but this time the Molly ended up at 1200. Looks like hit split around 900. Dolly busted out. Hedgehog made a few bucks. Again, the Molly had a good finish at 1,000, and the Hedgehog and hit and split was down. I don't know, not very much, 25 bucks or so. Okay, here's a big loss. We have the Dolly, the dark side, won nearly 1,200. Hedgehog did its thing. And the hit and split did do a little bit better, but it lost, you know, it finished up under 200, so it lost of 400. It looks like the Molly lost all 600 on the very last roll. We'll do this 2 more times. A big win with the Molly, up at 1,400. Looks like a hit and split is around 900 or so. One last time. They're all kind of bunched up, but the very last roll, the dark side edged it out. Looks like in second place, the hit and split down maybe 50 bucks, and the Molly is closer to down to 200. So there you go. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.